Welcome back to the Injustice 2 storyline. Now, if you haven't been following along, this is a comic book that is coming out digitally every Tuesday. And what they're doing is telling you the story between Injustice 1 and Injustice 2. We're bridging the gap with a lot of interesting elements and stuff that is going on, including how individuals died. And that was the last video in this playlist. It was Ted Kord's death. Now, we did that video as a standalone video because I felt like the weight of the death for Ted Kord really shouldn't be mixed with the story we're going to tell you today. Today, we're going to tell you the origins of Supergirl in this universe. Then the next Injustice 2 video will be right back to our 4-issue rule, and we'll keep moving forward. Are you ready? And Kara Zor-El tells him no. Her father tells her that no one is ever ready, so don't worry. And Jor-El leaps on his back. Your father was terrified. I had to push him. And as they goof off, she takes a leap, jumping off of the cliffside. She begins to plummet to the ground with the wind passing by her face at increasing rates. And then her father and Jor-El catch her on a giant bug, telling her that learning to fly isn't easy. A short time later, her father brings her home with a broken arm in which they set her down so that they can sedate her. They tell her that once she wakes up, she'll feel better and be with family. She'll be safe. And in a short 6 years after these events, the fall of Krypton began as Brainiac attacked the planet. As they fall back, Jor-El looks at Zor-El. Go home. This is lost. Get Kara away. He smiles at Zor-El. Do you need a push? Zor-El smiles back and then he hugs his brother. And suddenly Zor-El's eyes go wide and Jor-El sees a tentacle coming out of Zor-El's chest. Jor-El blasts him and calls out to his brother, but Zor-El tells Jor-El, Kara, I can't see it through. I'm sorry. Jor-El looks at his dying brother. Don't worry. She'll be safe on Earth. I'll see to it. And as he holds his brother's dying body close, I'll be right behind you. Jor-El ran to the house, handing Kara's mother a rifle, telling her what happened, and they ensured that Kara was loaded up into a space pod and launched into space. She fought against it, but eventually she was loaded up and fired off. She watched as Kal-El shot past her, and then her ship was damaged by all of the debris from Krypton. With that, she was placed into a cryogenic sleep, and 35 years later, she awoke on the planet Earth, asking where Kal was. As her eyes adjusted to the sunlight, Black Adam was standing over her. Black Adam had her placed into a room where the sun would always touch her to allow her to charge, but he kept her hidden from the world, battling against other nations that saw her crash land, wanting to take whatever crashed to be theirs. He gave demonstrations as to why you do not question what fell from the sky, and those were observed by Vixen and Animal Man as they returned to Ra's al Ghul. Black Adam returned to his palace where the maidens told him that the girl had finally spoken. Without looking at him and tears pouring down her face, she told him, Krypton was destroyed. My home is gone. I watched my world end. It feels like it was hours ago, but I fear that I've been asleep for a long time. Yes, you have. How long? I don't know. Please tell me about my cousin. You said you knew him. So Black Adam explains that Kal-El was the greatest leader that he had ever known. Kara tells him that she needs to know. Where is he? He was to be under her protection. Tell her everything. So Black Adam begins from the start. Kal-El was tricked by a great evil and he lost his wife and unborn child. But Superman, as he's called on this planet, took his grief and resolved to make a better world. He wanted to spare people from the pain that he had been through. He asked another hero to help him, Batman. A man who had stood beside him for years, his best friend. But Batman turned his back on his greatest friend. Kal-El wanted only the best for his people. He was a kind ruler and much loved. But Batman tore a hole in the universe and brought in twisted versions of her cousin and his followers to fight against them. They took his friends, they took his love, and they imprisoned him. And they hurt her cousin. She stood up worried. We have to free him! We cannot, yet. He is held too tightly, but if we prepare, we might be able to. We'll need to free a warrior. She is held on an island and she can train you. Until we are ready to reveal you to the world, you mustn't reveal yourself to anyone. Stay here. Stay hidden. Meanwhile, in a graveyard filled with far too many graves, many heroes and friends of Ted Kord stand there to say their goodbyes and pay their respects. As Bruce Wayne is the only one left there, a young boy yells out, Batman! Bruce turns, grating his teeth at him. Can I help you? Jaime Reyes comes up shouting, Can you help me? Do you know who I am? Bruce grabs his coat, telling him, You are Jaime Reyes. You've been infused with the Blue Beetle Scarab. I know your entire family and where you all live. I know all of this, but the people who are very likely watching this funeral have no idea who you are. So unless you want to put your family into jeopardy, keep your voice down. Jaime closes his eyes. I'm sorry. It's okay, son. Say what you need to and make it quick. When you go after them, I want to go, please. Bruce turns his back to leave, and as he walks away, he tells him, "We'll let you know when to act. Go home." Elsewhere in this graveyard, Dinah walked off, and Ollie called out for her until he realized where she went. She looked longingly at the grave of Oliver Queen. You see, years ago, this universe's Oliver Queen gave his life so that the Resistance stood a chance, and he was murdered by Superman and made the ultimate sacrifice. The Oliver Queen that she is with now is from another universe, and she has built a life without him. But this is the first time that she is seeing the grave of the original since it all happened. Ollie tells her, "I'm jealous. Is that weird?" "A little bit. He is you," she tells him. "But that Oliver, he got to spend time with you that I didn't." And then he thinks about it. "We should get married tomorrow." Dinah is shocked and look at him. "Ollie, there's a time and place for some impulsive romantic gestures. A funeral's friend is neither. You asked me, remember?" "Yeah, and now doesn't feel like a right time." So Oliver takes her hand. "Life is short, pretty bird. And I can say this because I'm standing in my own grave. Let's do this. One moment of happiness. The war can wait. The war can wait." So in the Gotham Cathedral, Dinah has Barbara Gordon helping her get her dress straight. Because we have a wedding to celebrate. A moment of happiness to follow a moment of sadness. Dinah is told that she has a visitor, and in walks an old man. She looks at him. "Ted!" She jumps onto him, hugging him, and she asked where he was, and he told her, I stopped fighting. The Wildcat is gone. But I heard you were getting married, and well, I was just wondering. That's a pretty long aisle to walk alone." He smiled at her. "I thought you might want some company." Meanwhile, out in front of the building, Jefferson, Ollie, Bruce, and the kids are all standing around. Ollie looks at his son. "What do you do?" The young boy explains, "I bear the ring!" "Yes, and once the music starts to play, what do you do?" "I take the ring." "Yes. And I throw it into the fiery pits of Mount Doom!" Ollie looks at Bruce. "Did you put him up to that?" "Maybe," Bruce tells him with a smile as Jefferson laughs. But of course, in this world, this happy day cannot be. And Bruce gets a ping on his watch. He tells Ollie that he has to go, taking off his tie and running down the steps. Ollie calls out, "Bruce, is this the fate of the world or can this wait?" As Bruce gets into a car, he tells him, "It's not that, it's personal. Just stay and get married." As Ollie told him to stop, Bruce drove away in the just married car. He barrels through the gates to Wayne Manor and he runs past an alarm to look at Alfred's grave and he finds him gone. Dug up. Behind the grave stands Damian Wayne holding the corpse, and Anathanasia with that new Batman holding his guns. While we still don't know who this new Batman is, Anathanasia is the sister of Damian and the daughter of the Bat, though he doesn't know that yet. "What are you doing, Damian? You failed him. I'm making it right." And while Dinah is walking down the aisle getting ready to say her vows, Anathanasia points her gun at Bruce, and she says over comms, "Are you in place?" And Deadshot, looking at the cathedral, tells her, "Yeah, I am." Bruce sees Anathanasia and the Batman asking, "Who are you?" And she tells them, "We're just like Alfred, people you let down. So we're gonna hurt you now, and we're going to hurt your friends." Bruce throws down smoke pellets, trying to call a Batgirl to warn them. She tries to ignore him because there's a wedding going on, but she very quickly sees why he was calling when Deadshot and his crew crash through the window. And just after the kiss, Oliver takes 4 shots to the chest from the attack. Bruce is running through the forest with his daughter, firing at him as they go. And while he has his phone to his head trying to warn Batgirl, a bullet goes through the phone in his hand. He reaches into his pocket, pressing a button on a device, and in the Batcave, the Batjet activates and soars through the sky. It hovers behind him, and Bruce turns back. "Damian, don't do this. Alfred wouldn't want." "Don't pretend for a second. You know what Alfred would want, Bruce. He raised you and you still treated him like a servant. Teleport us out of here now." And all of them warp away, leaving Bruce alone. Back at the wedding, the heroes are fighting the villains, and Oliver stands up, revealing his Kevlar tux. He turns to Jefferson, aka Black Lightning, telling him to get the kids out of there. As Jefferson's kids and Oliver's son run into the back alleyway, Deadshot is waiting, and he tranks all 4 of them. Captain Boomerang and Harley stand over the kids, and Boomerang asks if anyone hears that. And above them, the Batjet begins to hover. So they grab the kids and they teleport away, not wanting to fight Bruce Wayne. Oliver and Dinah run out of the back of the building to find their son, only to find an unconscious Jefferson. And Dinah looks around panicking. "Where are the kids? Where are they? Ollie, he's gone!" And Oliver walks over holding Dinah. "We'll bring him back. We'll get them." Meanwhile, back at the Lazarus Pit, Damian walks towards it holding the corpse of Alfred. "I'm sorry Bruce didn't save you, but it's not too late. I can save you." And he submerges with Alfred. "I can bring you back." And that was the origin of Supergirl inside of the Injustice 2 universe. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm still a huge fan of Injustice 2. I'm not capped out, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still working on it, but I keep changing up characters every time I get to like level 12 or 13. Anyway, don't forget to check out this channel down below. It's called Eligible Monster. It's where me, Natalie, Rob, Dan, and Houston all play various video games for your enjoyment. We basically act like idiots. You can go check out anything related to video games that we do over there. You can also check out the Injustice playlist and the Injustice 2 playlist right here. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel while you're just subscribing to things if you truly enjoyed it. Thank you and have a good night, or day, or evening. I don't know when you're watching this.